You don't need 20 softwares, 20 apps for it to run your business. You only need these 5 workflows that would help you run your business by itself while you're asleep. And these are the workflows that I use for my clients every single time when we try to automate 90% of their business. The thing is, without those workflow, you'll end up having so many apps that you're first paying for them and not using them. Second, your team is confused on how to use them and they are not being efficient for your business. You need to understand where you should cut off the slack and where you should be adding stuff and apps and softwares. But if you don't have those 5 workflows, you will not understand where you should put your time, money, and your team's time. And I promise you, if you install these automations in your business, you will be able to break free from your business and not stay as a prisoner in it. And as well, you'll be able to delegate more to your team. The first tool is the brain. This is a central hub where you have all your information. Everything in your business pours in. All your knowledge, the courses, the know-how, the courses that you get, the team's knowledge, like all the SOPs, resources, like literally everything's are poured into this brain. Okay, how, you might be asking, like, how can I automate this brain? Mostly, there's an automation that it's called an AI CEO. You need to have a dashboard where you collect data. This is the data that we collected. We collected SOPs, we collected teams. When I'm talking about SOPs, like it could be like sales SOPs, like on how to do proper setting, how to like the setters, how to do closing, the scripts, everything you can use here. Then you just pour it into this dashboard. You just have like to create a dashboard where you pour all this data. Now you can start seeing that, okay, we're pouring data. So now we can track every single action, where is it going. It's super important to track your actions and your team's actions. You can't keep running in the blinds, right? You need just to remove the gunk and be able to focus clearly. And if you don't have the data, you will not know where to improve, where to optimize. That being said, after you have a dashboard, okay, you can have your AI telling you like, okay, hey, now today let's focus more on sales because our sales dropped by 20% last month. Even more, it can go and tell you like, hey, tell your sales team that they need to improve their follow-ups. It can tell your marketing team to push more content, and we'll get to that. So like this brain needs to be connected. So the second workflow would be the connectors. Okay, the connectors would be the workflow, a way for you to have apps number 1, app number 2, app 1, app number 2, app number 3, to be able to talk together, right? They just need to be able to talk together. What's happening in most cases that you don't have the apps integrated together, and we call this like connection API. Once everything is centralized, first step. The second step is that we need everything to be connected together. If you don't have intricate connection, like why are we using those software in the first place? Once this is being done, the most important data that we need to understand is our sales. Now the third workflow that we need to be using is a CRM. I see most companies running without a CRM, or even if they have a CRM, and I've seen this in a sales agency, they have a CRM, it's a sales agency, they know how to run it, but not everyone actually update the data. If you don't have end of day report in the CRM, if you don't have like the call recordings there, if you don't have an AI sales manager in the CRM that's giving your actual sales team tips and tricks on how to close more deals, what they did wrong. And I even use it myself. I have an AI sales coach. And whenever I finish a meeting, I just send it there, upload it there, and then I have like what I did correct, what I did wrong, and I can improve every single time on the next meeting over and over again. So once the first tool is done, the CRM, now we have all the data poured in, we have the connection. Now with the automator, The second workflow, we automate the CRM to the central hub. Now we can get even more data, correct? The fourth tool that I love is actually the content machine. For me personally, the most tool that I love is the content machine, okay? The content machine is more about like, okay, we are producing content, but how do we know which one is the highest performing one? We need to have a system that's dedicating to, okay, we started with those ideas. The ideas became content, okay? But we need to dive deep in. We don't look at like vanity numbers. Like, okay, we did like 100K views, we got 100K followers, and we got like 100K likes. This is not what we're looking for. We're looking here for a nice system that would go in depth and analyze every single winning creative, every single winning content, whether it's short form or long form. And after it analyzes which content is working, it can start spinning out new ideas, new structures, new hooks, new body, new call to action, and actually like new strategies. It's like you're having a strategist in your business that's just telling you like what to do. And even if you have someone managing this, and this will cut off their work by like 8 hours to at least 4 hours. Now that you have a system, a workflow that you can quantify, now you can know how much to produce in order to get X amount of results. Now you know, we produce 10 videos, we get to 20,000 likes, 20,000 comments, 20,000 followers. So you need to have those numbers, because ultimately how a business doubles their revenue. A business doubles their revenue based on doubling down on what action are actually meaningful and producing an output. And this is how. The fifth step, which is most important for every team member, is the team ops. You need to create a system where you can assign automatically tasks to your team without you having them to tell them what to do. Like you can just log in, see that where is the project at. Once they see where's the project at, they can understand, okay, we're behind, we need to catch up. And you can have even the AI sending them like reminders, like not the project management reminders, like emails and SMS, like, hey, this is the bottleneck in the project, like you need to take care of this, you need to talk with the second member, because ultimately projects are being held not by you but by other team members, and sometimes you're not the one who need to push forward, but it can give you opportunities on how to elaborate in certain specific cases for you to be able to solve and deliver on time and actually deliver on deadline. Now, circling back on all of this, the key takeaway that I want you to understand from this video is that companies can run by themselves, but they don't need to waste a ton of money on softwares, on Chinese syndrome objects that you will not end up using. You just need to have workflows in place, and then you can start stacking apps, software, team member on top of it. And guys, if you like this video, I want you to tell me in the comments, and if you find it valuable, please apply what I'm telling you.